This is Shrikant. I'm taking the introduction of the selenium and what is the syllabus we are covered in our course selenium. Everything we are discussing today in first our session, right? So today we'll go for the and first session, that is what is the content we are covered in our selenium WebDriver course. Okay, and first we'll go for the here introduction of the automation we'll start discussing. So in this, first we can discuss the what is the testing and what is the ways of testing and what is the manual testing, what is the drawbacks of the manual testing, and what is the automation testing and what is the drawbacks of the automation testing, and which test cases can be converted into the automation, which test cases cannot convert into the automation. These we will discuss, and then types of automation tools and difference between the Selenium and QTP and introduction of the Selenium. After that we'll go for the components of the Selenium, Selenium IDE, Selenium RC and the Selenium WebDriver and the grid. And then we'll go for the core Java related concept. So these all were discussed with the core Java and OOPS concepts, and then we'll go for the regular expressions and this manner. After that we'll go for the another one is Selenium WebDriver 2.0. We'll start the discussion. Introduction and what is a Selenium WebDriver, why we can go for a Selenium WebDriver, what is the difference between the Selenium WebDriver and RC, and what is the architecture of the Selenium WebDriver, downloading the WebDriver jar files and configuring to the Eclipse, and what is the overview. So these are all the things we will start a discussion in our syllabus. So how to work on the IE browser, how to work on the Chrome browser, how to work on the Firefox browser by using Selenium, and also we'll go for the identification, object identification. So if you want to go for the object identification, then we can go for the like this Firebug and Firepath. Not only Firebug and Firepath, we can go for a how we can write our own XPaths. Okay, that also we will discuss. In this own XPath we can use JavaScript functions also, like starts with, constraints, substring and position, lost, like this so many methods also we need to use it, and we can write our own manner our XPaths also. Okay, this is the object identification concept we have discussed in this manner. And after that property file we need to discuss, and then page web elements we are using, text box how to handle, links how to handle, button, checkbox, radio button and list box and drop down. These are all the things we have discussed. After that we will go for the WebDriver API. So many commands we are having. So these are all the commands, not only this one, and we are giving some example this one, and so many methods and so many commands we are started using in our course also. Okay, and after that we'll go for the automation lifecycle. So these automation lifecycle will cover like this: checking with the sessions, synchronizing the test execution, data driven testing. So like this we can go for a debugging, execution, analyzing the result. After that we'll go for the advanced concepts of the Selenium, like this these all the discuss, and then we'll go for the web table methods. These also we will discuss. After that on log4j we'll start a discussion, and auto-it also we are discussing. After that we'll go for the our project implementation we have started. So we are taking one project, and using that project some manual test cases were written, that some manual test cases will go for the automation using Selenium. So in automation framework we'll start that, okay, project also. So we have discussed the frameworks like JUnit, TestNG, modular framework, data driven framework, keyword driven framework, hybrid, page object model. So this is all the things we'll start discussing. First we'll start the JUnit and then TestNG. In TestNG we can go for the everything, these all the syllabus, and cross browser testing also will start it. And after that modular framework, data driven framework, keyword driven framework and hybrid framework will go for a very detailed manner. These are all the real time process for automation testing will start the discussion. And then Selenium IDE will discuss, and the RC and grid will discuss. After that SQL and Maven, and finally we'll go for the Jenkins. So this is the topics we are covered in our course. Okay, and apart from this, okay, first we'll start today our session. So we'll start a discussion, okay, today our session. Okay, and that is, and first we'll go for the here what is the first topics we are discussing, That will start the discussion here onwards. Okay. So first of all, we'll discuss what is testing. We'll start the discussion. What is testing? What is testing? We'll start the discussion. Okay. And first of all, what is mean by testing means this is we are calling as a one client. These client having some requirements. Using these requirements, and they're giving to the one company. In company we have the development department as well as testing departments also. These requirements company people will give to the development department as well as the testing department also. Using these requirements, developer developing one application and releasing to the testing department for releasing for the testing department this application. After releasing, tester will also have the same requirements and same manner this application is working or not, they need to start the testing. So while testing they are finding any defects, that all they can mention into the defect profile document and send it to the development department. Developer will be rectified and giving the modified bill to the testing department for testing. So after testing, they are finding once again some defects and mentioned into the defect profile document and sent to the development department. Otherwise, they can close the testing. So this process will be continue whenever application is defect free. So what is the testing means? It is a just process only, like development department to testing department and testing department to development department. So testing is a process in which all the defects are identified and separately mentioned into the one document and sent to the development department for rectification and ensure that the application is defect free. Up to this process will be continue. This is we are calling as a testing we are calling. So what is the testing? Testing is a process in which all the defects are identified, isolated and subjected for rectification and ensure that the application is defect free. Up to this process will be continue. These we are calling as a testing. And coming to the next point, ways of testing, we can go for that. Ways of testing we can go. What is the ways of testing means? To test any application, we have the two ways. That is, one is manually we can test the application, manual testing, and second one is we can go for the automation testing. So here, if you want to test any application like web-based application or window-based application, any application if you want to test, we have the two ways. One is manually we can test, other one is automation we can test. First we will go for what is the manual testing. We can go for that. What is the manual testing? See, what is mean by manual testing means, so many people call what is the manual testing. Using human efforts, we can test any application. That is we are calling as a manual testing. Yes, exactly. This is we are calling as a manual testing. But we will go for some definition by using software testing lifecycle. So what is the software testing lifecycle means? To complete manual testing on particular application, we are followed some procedure. That procedure we are calling as a software testing lifecycle. This lifecycle divided into 6 phases: test planning, test design, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking, and reporting. So these all 6 phases manually they can interact it and complete the testing on particular application. That is we are calling as a manual testing we are calling. So what is the manual testing means? It's a development department, it's a testing department. So development department to testing department to development department. So manual testing is a process in which all the phases of software testing life cycle like test planning, test design, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking and reporting
are completed successfully with human efforts, that is we are calling as a manual testing we are calling. And come to the next point, drawbacks of the manual testing. Drawbacks of the manual testing. So what is the drawbacks we can go for the manual testing? First one is it's a time consuming. It's a time consuming. And second one is and parallel operations almost all not possible. Parallel operations almost all not possible. And third one is testing one functionality again and again not possible in the same interest. This is also another drawback. And next one is no accuracy, no accuracy. And next one is so tiredness also. So this is the five drawbacks we are having the manually. And coming to the automation testing. So what is the automation testing? So many people call what is the automation testing means using tool you can test any application, that is we are calling as a automation testing. Yes, exactly. This is we are calling as a automation testing. Using tool you can test any application, that is we are calling as a automation testing. So and also what is the drawbacks we are finding the manually, that all we can overcome and provide the speed and the accuracy in order to implement the automation testing, that is we are calling as a okay automation testing. So automation testing is a process in which all the drawbacks of manual testing they can overcome and provide the speed and accuracy in order to implement the testing on particular application by using tool. These we are calling as a automation testing we are calling. In automation testing also we have the drawbacks. What is the drawbacks in the automation testing means 100% application we can't recommend to the automation testing means all test cases we can't recommend to the automation testing. This is the drawback of the automation testing. And then we'll go for the which test cases we can recommend to the automation. So retesting process compulsory we can go for the automation. Regression process we can compulsory go for the automation testing. And second point is which test cases we can't recommend to the automation testing. Whenever particular functionality is changing, that type of functionalities we can't recommend to the automation testing. And second one is and particular functionality if you want to complete, compulsory user interaction is need. That type of situations also we can't recommend to the automation testing. So very clear. So which test cases we can recommend to the automation testing, which test cases we can't recommend to the automation testing. And coming to the next one is types of automation tools. Types of automation tools. So what is the types of automation tools means? First one is we have the functional tool. That is QTP, Selenium and RFT and so on is there. And second one is performance tools. Load runner, JMeter and the silk test. And third one is management tool. What is the management tool? Quality center. Okay. So our planning is to go for the Selenium functional tool. So why we are calling this is a functional tool means in application so many functionalities will be there. That functionality is working as per client expectations or not, and these tools will be testing. So this is we are calling as a functional tools. Functionalities are working properly or not we are testing. So we are calling as a functional tools. First we'll go for the introduction of the okay Selenium. Selenium is a open source tool first of all. What is the meaning of open source means? It's a freely we need to download and we need to use it. Means it's not commercial tool. Okay. So Selenium is a open source tool which is used for implementing the functionality testing on browser based applications, not for window based application. It will support the multiple browsers, multiple languages and multiple operating systems also. So what is the Selenium? Selenium is a open source tool which is used for implementing the functionality testing on browser based applications, not for window based application. It will support multiple browsers, multiple languages and multiple operating systems. First of all, here what is the, it will support the multiple browsers, For example, this is one application. This application, if you want to test by using Selenium and using IE browser, you can open and you can test it. You can open by using Firefox browser and you can test. By using Chrome browser and open and you can test. So using Selenium, that application you can open by using IE browser and you can test. Firefox browser you can use it and you can test. Chrome browser you can open and use it and you can test. So this is we are calling as a Selenium will support the multiple browsers. And second point is Selenium will support the multiple operating systems and multiple languages also. What is the multiple languages? For example, this is a test engineer and this is we are calling as a Selenium and this is we are calling as a application, right? Whenever in this application you need to do the some testing and by using automation, enter the username, enter the password, click on the login button. So to do these type of actions by using Selenium, test engineer can give the instructions with the help of Java. Enter the username, enter the password, click on the login button. They are giving the instructions to the Selenium by using Java. So Selenium can understand Java and the instructions and perform the same actions on the application. In same manner, test engineer can give the instructions with the help of the C#, otherwise Python, Perl, like this some other languages. Selenium can understand that all and perform the same actions on the application. So Selenium can support the multiple languages also. And one more thing is Selenium can support the multiple operating systems, means Windows, Linux, Mac, like this all the operating systems also it will be supporting. And next one is Selenium. In Selenium there is no installation, only downloading the jar files, configure into the Eclipse, using that we can test the our application. This is we are calling as a, in Selenium there is no installation, just downloading and configuring and using and testing only. So this is we are calling as a Selenium, okay, WebDriver we are calling. So what is a Selenium WebDriver? So Selenium is a, first this is a Selenium we are calling. Selenium is a open source tool which is used for implementing the functionality testing on browser application. It will support multiple browsers, multiple languages, multiple operating systems. In Selenium there is no installation, only downloading, configuring, using and testing only. Okay, and coming to the components of the Selenium. Components of Selenium. What is the components of the Selenium? See, here Selenium IDE, integrated development environment, Selenium RC, otherwise 1.0, and Selenium WebDriver, say 2.0, and Selenium Grid we are calling. So means this is a IDE, this is a RC, WebDriver, this is we are calling as a Grid. So these all only we are calling as a Selenium. This is the components of the Selenium. Now one by one component we will start the discussion here. What is a Selenium IDE? Here what is meant by Selenium IDE means it is a record and playback tool, which is used for implementing the functionality testing on browser applications, and it is working only Firefox browser because of it is a add-on of the Firefox browser. So what is a Selenium IDE? It is a record and playback tool with the user interface, and which is used for implementing the functionality testing and browser application. It will support only multiple browser. It will support only Firefox browser, not multiple browsers. Okay. And if you come into the Selenium IDE and internal mechanism, means in detailed manner we'll go for that. Selenium IDE is having the set of programs first of all, and the set of programs plus we have the user interface, and this is we are calling as a Selenium IDE. We are calling this is we are calling as a Selenium IDE. So whenever you can click on the record button, this is the application. Yes, this is application. Whenever you click on the record button, now Selenium IDE is under recording. In that situation, if you do some action on the application, that related command will be generated in the user interface, and another action you are doing, that related command, another action you are doing, that related command will be generated. After that, if you stop the recording and click on the run button, using these commands, Selenium IDE perform the same actions on the application. So this is we are calling as a recording and playback tool we are calling. Okay na? So what is the Selenium IDE? It is a set of programs plus user interface which is used for recording and playback purpose only. Very clear? Huh? So what is a Selenium IDE? Whenever you click on the record button, it is under recording. In that situation, if you do some actions on the application, that action related commands will be generating automatically in the user interface. And using that user interface, so using that user interface, now commands, and they can perform the same actions on the application. So very clear? Huh? So this is we are calling as a Selenium, okay, IDE we are calling. This is we are calling as a Selenium IDE we are calling. And coming to the Selenium IDE drawbacks. So it will not support the multiple browsers. It will not support the multiple browsers. And next one is it's not support the OOPS concepts, and it's not support the Excel files, and it's not support the frameworks. So due to these reasons, okay, there to overcome these all the problems, and Selenium people will be start the developing Selenium Grid or Selenium RC, not Grid, Selenium RC they can start it. So what is the Selenium RC? So Selenium RC is used for implementing the functionality testing on browser application. It will support multiple browsers, and the next one is OOPS concepts and Excel sheets and frameworks. Everything it will be supported. But to develop the Selenium RC, they can use the architecture that is we are calling as a client server architecture they are using. So what is the meaning of the client server architecture? Means this is we are calling as a client, and this is we are calling as a server. For example, this is the client, your system, and server we are calling as a Gmail. So if you want to access the Gmail in our client system, compulsory this server need to start, then only you can access here. In same manner, if you go for the RC also, RC is the client and Selenium server is the okay server. So here, if you want to start the Selenium RC, you must be start the Selenium server. If you want to stop the RC, you need to stop the server through program. So to stopping the Selenium server through program, so many issues will be raising and lot of drawbacks will be there. So due to this reason, and these Selenium RC will be deprecated. After this Selenium RC, and Selenium people will start the developing some other, that is we are calling as a 2.0, that is we are calling as a WebDriver. So whenever they can come into the Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium people will come into the market very powerful manner, very advanced manner they are coming. So because of Selenium WebDriver is more advanced compared to the RC, and very less efforts and more output we need to go for the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, So for example, if you go for the Selenium RC, we are executing 100 test cases. These 100 test cases, if you want to go for the generate the report, you need to write the some script, then only you can generate the report. But if you go for a WebDriver by using TestNG, we are executing the 100 test cases. That report you need to generate, simply you can go for the refresh, automatically TestNG will be generating the reports. So this manner they can develop the very powerful manner, very effective manner and optimizer manner they can develop. Okay, so Selenium WebDriver is a more powerful than RC. More okay, is a advanced to compare to the RC. Okay, so Selenium WebDriver will support the multiple browsers and operating systems, and it will support the OOPS concepts, Excel sheets and frameworks, and also in Selenium WebDriver there is no starting, there is no stopping the server also. Okay, so there is no starting stopping server concept also. So this is we are calling as a Selenium WebDriver. And coming to the internal mechanism of the Selenium WebDriver, for example, this is we are calling as a set of powerful programs we are having. Powerful programs. What is this set of powerful programs? And also one user interface also. This is we are calling as a Eclipse we are calling. So this is we are calling as a RC, sorry, WebDriver we are calling. These set of programs we can download in website very freely in the form of jars. These all the jar files we need to configure into the Eclipse editor. Using this all the okay set of powerful programs, jar files, API, and manual test cases we can write into the automation script here in Eclipse. Using this script, and we can execute the okay that script into the application in order to implement the automation testing. So what is the Selenium WebDriver? So we are downloading the jar files from the website. That set of programs we need to configure into the Eclipse. Using these all the programs, and we can write our manual test case with the automation, and using this we need to test the application. So this is we are calling as a Selenium WebDriver internal mechanism. If you go for the here, downloading the Selenium jar files and configuring is the 10 minutes matter to learn. But if you want to go for the Eclipse, how to configure, how to write the core Java using Selenium WebDriver script, that you need to understand in sense. First you need to understand what is the Eclipse, how to handle the Eclipse, how to write the okay so core Java programming into the Eclipse. That if you have the knowledge, then we can go for the downloading the Selenium jar files and configure into the Selenium configure into the Eclipse, and using that we can test the application. So in our next class we'll start the how to configure the Eclipse, how to download and install the Eclipse in our system, and then how to open the Eclipse and how to create the project, and everything we need to start the discussion with the core Java concepts. We are discuss here core Java concept very basics onwards. So no need to worry, sir, we are test engineers, we don't have the core Java knowledge. So no need to worry, we'll go for the basics onwards core Java concepts, means public and what is the data types, integer, so float, like this basics onwards, variable. So basics onwards will start our core Java concepts. After understanding the core Java and Eclipse, and we'll go for the downloading the Selenium jar files and configure into our project Eclipse, and then using that information and we can test the application. So like this we need to go for the our course. Okay, so in our course first we need to discuss the all the concepts of the Selenium WebDriver. Whenever we are understanding practically and theoretically Selenium WebDriver concepts, using this information, one project how we can go for the automation by using frameworks, we'll start the discussion. Okay na? So this is first we'll start the discussion what is the features available in the Selenium WebDriver, and practically and theoretically we need to understand. After understanding that all the concept, and we'll start the project implementation by using Selenium tool and by using frameworks, that will start the discussion. Okay, so this is our first session of the Selenium introduction class. Okay, this is Srikanth and we are going for the online classes also for Selenium and manual and QTP also. Okay, so this is Srikanth and we're stopping here and we'll go for the next session. We'll continue the our sessions and thank you very much.